Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here today with me for today's topic. And today's topic is going to be about how being authentic leads you to falling in love with yourself. And yeah, so I will explain you guys in this video how being authentic leads you to personal growth, but most importantly to self-love. Many people out there struggle with being authentic due to societal expectation and the fear of acceptance and judgment by others. But by acting that way, and that is not something bad, I'm not judging you, I'm not blaming you. I used to be like this, and that is why this video is here to help you. But by acting this way, you're only going against who you truly are, and it leads you to living for others rather than for yourself. And aren't you tired of living for others rather than for yourself? And so this video is going to be there to help you. The importance of being authentic. Being authentic, as I was saying, is being true to yourself. It's expressing your true thoughts, it's listening to your desires, and authenticity leads you to connect deeply with others, but most importantly with yourself. And yeah, so let's begin. How does authenticity leads to falling in love, leads to self-love? By embracing who you truly are, your strengths, your flaws, everything in between, you foster a deep sense of self-acceptance. And so you learn to validate and accept yourself for who you truly are, because you learn to not only see the good but also the bad. And so in my personal experience, this led me to proving to my soul that I was safe acting and being authentic, because I realized that no one really cared, and if they did care, this was just a proof that they were not worthy of having me in their life, my presence, my company. And yeah, and so it helps you to quiet the inner critic and master a sense of peace, like nurture a sense of peace and confidence, because you get over the fear of being judged by others, and you realize how freeing it feels to finally live for yourself rather than for the acceptance of other people. And yeah, so releasing the fear of judgment is a big point for becoming authentic. Like, letting go of the fear of others' opinion is a huge part of becoming authentic and finding self-love. But I'm here, guys, to give you some tips that help me personally to deal with the discomfort of stepping away from people-pleasing tendencies. And so yeah, so to start, stepping away from people-pleasing tendencies is a progress, but each small step you will take will lead you to build self-confidence, because you will get out of your comfort zone. And so as you start embracing who you truly are, and you start surrounding yourself with the right people, you realize there's nothing to fear. The more you live for yourself, the more you see how freeing it is, and the fear of being seen fades. And so, and if there's any differences that arises from people that don't like you for how you are, how you're finally being authentic for yourself, it only reveals who truly is worth of having you in their life. And ultimately, staying true to yourself is far more valuable than shrinking to gain acceptance from people you don't even want to be like in the end. And so, yeah, give you guys some personal examples about how embracing my true self led to positive changes in my relationship, in my career, and even my self perception of myself. And so, in my relationship, it helped me to build genuine relationships with people who truly liked me for who I was, because I was no longer trying to gain acceptance from people that weren't worth my energy and who I was, or, well, just weren't worth who I was, myself, weren't worth myself. And so I was only meeting people that I actually wanted to surround myself with, but also that wanted to surround themselves with me. So it helped me to finally meet people that had good intentions towards me, and yeah, so, and that obviously have the same values, the same beliefs, and that we just improve together and help each other to become the best versions of ourselves, and that there's no like genuine relationship where there's no competition, or we just want to see each other succeed, and the kind of friendships I've always wanted to have that I've never been able to gain before because I was going for the wrong people. I was not going with the people that truly deserved me, and yeah, I was only going against who I really wanted to be around. And yeah, because like when you're not being authentic to yourself, you're not listening to your true desires. So I was not even going for the people I really wanted to be around because I was trying to gain acceptance from people that were not even accepting themselves. But so in the end, it's just better to stick to what you want and to stay true to yourself. In my career, it helped me to finally go and achieve a big dream of mine that I've had since I was 7, 8 years old, and it led me to growing the most in my career and in achieving what I wanted. So, yeah, but I would have not been able to go for this big goal of and this big dream of myself that I've had since I was young, because as I was saying, in the past I was not true to myself. So by not being true to yourself, you don't even know, like, by not being true to yourself, you cannot go for the things that you want because you're not being true to yourself. And my self perception, it helped me to, what did I wrote? Yeah, so it helped me love myself, but it also helped me change for the better because it helped me to understand myself more, to understand my flaws, my strengths, and even to this day, I am continually learning about myself, but it helps me to, it's so good because it helps me to manage how I'm going to react in certain situation. It helps me to understand why I acted that way, how can I act in a better way next time. And it just also helps me to have better relationship with the people around me because it helps me to become better. And so the process of becoming authentic, authenticity is a journey. It's about continually learning about yourself, healing past wounds, and being open to growth, because you cannot be authentic by just seeing the good side of yourself. You have to accept all of who you truly are. And so, yeah, what did I wrote? Improving those things. Okay, so yeah, some practical steps that you guys can take to become more authentic. So I will suggest to journal, because journaling, personally, me, when I journal, sometimes I will think a lot and my ideas are not being filtered out great. So when I journal, it will help me to filter out what I really think and what I truly feel, and it helps me to understand better, okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, and it helps me even write things that I was not thinking about. And so it helps you to get a hold of your subconscious mind, I think. I don't know if that's really like the meaning, but it helps you to go way more deep about what you truly think. Like it helps you to, yeah, it helps you, yeah, like it's going to help you to connect more deeply with yourself and see things that you could not see if you didn't journal. And so, yeah, by the way, another one is going to be setting boundaries. Setting boundaries. So whether you have a meeting with someone and you don't want to go, you prefer taking the night for yourself and resting, listen to what you want. Obviously, if it's the birthday of your mom or someone super important, or you just have a super important event that you need to go to, obviously, I will not tell you to be egoist and not go. But if it's just a random night and you don't feel like going anymore and you just want to be with yourself, you want to do something else, you have the right to set boundaries and obviously plan something next time with this person or whatever it was that you planned. Yeah, because by setting boundaries, you choose yourself and you prioritize yourself, and it also goes with the people pleasing. It helps you to stop being a people pleaser also, because like when you're always accepting things you don't even want to go to, you're just going against what you truly want. And so setting boundaries can be amazing from times to times. I do it often, and you don't have to feel guilty as long as you you don't act in a mean way with the person, you explain your feelings, you're being caring and loving. There's no problem. Choose yourself, prioritize yourself. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. And another one, as I was saying, listening to your inner desires. It's going to be so important because this is what your soul tells you that you need to do. This is what you truly want. This is what your authentic self truly wants to do. Don't go against what your authentic self really wants to do. Why would you do that? I see it as self-harming. You shouldn't do that. You should listen to what you want. Obviously, if you're like, obviously not crazy things. If someone tells you, if you're thinking of killing someone, please don't do it. But you guys can understand what I mean. If you're feeling like, I don't know, starting something new for yourself, do it. If you feel like spoiling yourself, do it. If you feel like going for a walk and just not answering to no one for all the night or the day, do it. Whatever it is that your soul is telling you to do, you should do it. So, I encourage you guys to start embracing your authentic self and to recognize how this leads you to falling in love with who you are. And so, the more authentic you will become, the more you will attract the right people around you, people that have good intention towards you, and opportunities into your life. And so, thank you guys so much for listening to me to this video. Thank you guys so much for listening to me for this video today. I'm so happy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It went really well, and I wish you all an amazing day, evening, wherever you are, and embrace who you are. This is going to be the best gift you're ever going to give yourself, but you're going to be way more happier. I'm telling you guys, since I've been embracing who I was, I'm living more freely, and it helped me to not care anymore about what other people think. It's literally the key to not caring anymore about what other people think, because you realize that there's nothing to fear about being seen, because there is way more advantages to live for who you are than for others. And obviously, guys, I still have moments where I see myself diminishing who I am. It's not often, but it happens, just to remind you guys that I am not perfect, where I see myself acting less authentic to make other people feel like better about themselves. Like, not better, but sometimes I feel like if I act like how I am, they're going to feel like I'm better than them, because they may not have the same level of confidence that I have. But at those moments, I remind myself, no, I am always going to live accordingly to who I am. And every time I recognize myself being and acting like this, I stop it and I'm like, if those people don't like me for who I am, then they just do not deserve to have me in their life. Period. You need to live accordingly to yourself. And that is how all the right people are going to come, the opportunities, and you're going to be so much better. You're going to live so much, like, it's going to be amazing. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you all have an amazing day, evening, wherever you are. Bye, guys.